This episode of Off the Vine is brought to you by Heineken. Heineken 0.0 is an alcohol-free option to the original Heineken that you love. 100% taste, 0.0% alcohol, and only 69 calories. Now you can. Follow the link in the bio to buy now. Off the Vine. Hey everybody, welcome to Off the Vine podcast. I'm your host, Kaitlyn Bristowe. Today in the studio, we have Jill and Joe, aka Grocery Store Joe. And from The GOAT, the new reality TV show, The GOAT, we talk all about your gameplay, how Joe's such a strategic little asshole on it. Just kidding. It was just like a fun, normal conversation, and we talked about your experience on the show. Where was the premiere?
In LA at a restaurant.
Jezebel.
But yes.
Fairfax.
But they created like a stage. They literally created a set for the show.
Cool.
It was incredible. I can show you pictures. It was incredible.
Oh, it was a great, it was like that.
And they made it interactive that you can do different things. Like they had a money booth. The money goes up in the air.
Yeah, they put some money into it. It was like a
It wasn't real
really
money.
nice.
It wasn't real money. Let's not get excited.
It was a really nice party.
Wait, so you born and raised in New York and now live in Florida?
Yes.
And have a house in the Hamptons?
Yes.
Have you adapted to the New York lifestyle?
We have an apartment here.
Let me
No
guess.
house in the Hamptons. No.
Okay, I'm much older than you.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you were also on Real Housewives, like an original cast
OG,
member.
first season.
That's cool.
She's the first season.
First season.
Wow.
I like to call myself number 6.
And what was
I was the 6th housewife.
what was your tagline?
Tagline? Oh, I know who I am and I own it. I run with a fabulous circle of people. The people love that one.
Oh, you get to switch up your taglines?
Well, I think we had one for 2 years and then they change it. I mean, it's a collaboration because they'll give you some and then you come up with your own and whichever one they pick, they pick.
I wonder have you ever thought about what your tagline would be if you were a housewife?
If I was a housewife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how they do taglines?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Joe's very funny. What?
Leave me alone.
Let me be. Let me be.
I don't want to be a
That would be
housewife.
yours. Oh
yeah,
my
that would be yours.
God.
I don't want to be a housewife.
me
He
be
was a
that.
great housewife, actually in the House of 14.
Okay, tell me about this show, because I had Joe on before and we kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
But I think I was a little bit drunk last time that we did a podcast.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
How come I didn't get on that one?
We were drinking.
Yeah, and I had to add like 3 other podcasts before him, so I'd been drinking on those, and then he came, and I was like, whatever. So people at home might be like, "Yeah, you've already talked about this, Kaitlyn." But tell me, like, what kind? It's a competition
It's a
show.
competition reality show.
Okay.
14 celebrities from different shows
Yeah.
get together. It's meant to be funny.
Yeah.
Daniel Tosh is the host, which often there's
So
no
funny.
host.
Okay, I
you
need
know.
to stop you right here though, because everyone keeps saying 14,
Yeah. 7 and 6.
but I'm always counting. Never mind.
Who'd you forget yourself?
Myself, yeah.
Oh my God, I can't. I can't. And by the way, this is real. Hold on, this is really Joe. It's not like he doesn't make it up.
The best is I actually solved that problem
Out loud with
Just
us
now.
right now.
No, I solved it the other day, and then I just
Forgot you
forgot that I
solved it.
solved
You
it.
have Miami
You're so
F1
cute.
tequila brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
Fair
You are so
enough.
cute. But it was short-lived, 7 and 7. It went to 7 and 6 pretty quick.
Well, it's an elimination.
It's an
show.
elimination
Okay,
show.
so each week somebody's eliminated.
Correct.
And how do you decide who's eliminated? Does the house do it together, or is it voting? Like, what
Want me to
happens?
explain it?
Go
Want me
for
to
it.
explain it?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's-
so there's a host, Daniel Tosh,
Yeah.
versus like Big Brother,
Yeah.
where there is no host.
Right.
And we all live in a house. It's an elimination show. There's 2 teams. Teams are chosen by the GOAT. So there's a competition where one person wins. That person becomes the GOAT.
Got it.
The next day there's another competition, which is a group competition.
And the GOAT gets immunity.
Well,
Got
the GOAT chooses the teams
Yep.
and is immune.
Okay.
So we learn very into this show which team you should be on. But that's another. So because I figured out the math, and of course you want to be on the team that the
course.
GOAT is not on, because then you're percentage-wise less likely to go home.
Oh.
Because imagine if there's 4 of us and you can't go home, which team do you want to be on? You want to be on the other team, because if you can't
Right.
go home, then I'm going home.
Right.
But what happens is that you feel like it's a popularity contest. So if you don't get chosen to be on a team, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like in the first episode, which you'll see, I don't get chosen by the person who's the GOAT.
Right.
And I feel like shit. I'm like, well, that feels terrible. I didn't get picked. I feel like I'm in high school again,
I was
in
just
grade
gonna
school.
Say, that's so triggering for when you're like the
Very
last one
triggering. But
picked
then I realized
school.
maybe halfway through my time there that actually it's a benefit to not be on that team.
Oh.
It's also
So it's just an ego thing.
Total ego
Yeah.
thing, which I didn't even realize.
and it's also not good. Like, for you to feel that way is totally okay. I'm validating your feelings.
Thank you
But
very
when you are playing a game, you actually that's like a negative,
Yeah.
because you actually have to look at this like, we're just all pieces in a game.
Yeah.
Like we're not actually people, even though we are. Don't you?
Oh,
don't
some
you?
definitely took it personally. I mean, you see in the commercials that's, somebody took it very personally with me. Very personally.
Who?
You have to watch.
Jill's
I don't
giving
wanna
it
ruin
away. Jill's giving the show away.
I don't want to give. No, I don't say who. No, I'm getting you excited to watch it.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
if
it's
there
true.
is-
She's teasing. Now I want to tune in.
right. You want to know who's coming after me?
Well, the thing is, when you put all these people from all different genres and shows, people are bound to butt heads and get and let their emotions take.
Yeah.
They're all A personalities.
Well, and you're all in competition ego mode, and then you all have these different clashing personalities. And my question is, like, do you think they cast for the way they cast like Real Housewives, Bachelor, for like certain personalities?
Well, this is funny. Tosh says in the commercial
Yeah.
that they got the best 14 celebrities that were available at the time.
Wait, I think I saw
And
him
it's
say
true.
he's so funny.
He's so funny, but actually it's true because people are filming and doing, so it's like not whoever they could get, but the 14
yeah.
different, but they had all different shows. Some people were competition shows, some people were romantic shows. I'm a housewife.
Yeah.
I was the oldest in the house by far.
I will say to your question,
Yeah.
I think, yes, I think there's a strategy
Yes.
to casting a show like this with the personalities you cast. Because
Yes.
there has to be
A character,
a rhythm
funny
to
one.
it. Yeah, there has to be because,
That's true.
yeah.
I feel like they really like casting people are brilliant.
Yeah.
Like it's really, and Elon
hard.
does the show, right? Like
Yeah.
he's the executive
Oh yeah.
producer of it. Was he at the
He
premiere?
did The Bachelor.
Yes.
Oh, they were great.
He's like still someone I'm
And
very
Bill,
close
do you know
with.
Bill?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the showrunner
Also
on the
very
show.
funny.
Fantastic.
Oh, I forgot that Bill was a producer on. I met Bill before I was the Bachelorette, so like 9 years ago.
How did you become a Bachelorette?
Like go on the show in general. Like 'cause
you
I was
wa-
on the Bachelor first.
So you were on The Bachelor first, and then you
Yes.
became and then you
Yes.
were and you didn't. You were like the I don't know what you call it, runner up or someone
third
close.
place.
You were third place, and
Still
then
on the podium.
and they liked you.
She was
so
a fan
they
favorite.
Grab you,
Yes,
fan favorite.
but not by. I was a fan favorite, but the head of the show didn't want me to be the Bachelorette. So then they brought in two girls, and the guys had to choose
Oh, I forgot they
who
did that. Yeah.
was going to be the Bachelorette. So it was me against another girl.
I feel so bad for the girl.
Oh,
I
yeah.
felt terrible for her.
This was,
terrible. Was this
I
the-
forget
the
that this
runner-up
is one
one
of the
and two?
meanest things.
Runner up 1 and 2.
No, she was like,
What happened to runner up number 1?
well, she got married to him or engaged.
No, that was the right. Okay, the one got married, and then there were 3 tops. So you were the second, and then there's a third.
I was the third. Then there was a second.
What happened to the second?
Becca Tilly. She's gay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
she's
then that wasn't going to work out well
right.
for her.
And then, but
mean-
Britt, the girl who I was against, was like, I don't know, 7th place or something. And they brought her in. She's gorgeous.
Okay.
But then everyone,
So are
but the
you, by
guys,
the way.
and the
So are
guys
you.
chose. The guys chose.
Which
so they had to
guys?
choose who they wanted to be their bachelorette,
Yeah.
and it was Kaitlyn.
Yeah.
So then the other girl just had to go home.
Wait a minute. So so the next season comes, and all the guys are in the house who are going to be prospective, whatever, and they get to pick which one they're going for by popularity contest.
They had to put roses in one of our boxes.
Terrible. Did they tell you how many, or they just said who the winner and the loser was?
They
I think
made it
it's mean
seem
to
like it
say
was
how
really
many.
close. But I remember Ben Higgins. I remember went and I sat down next to him, and he was like, "Do you want to know if you won or not?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "By a landslide." And then I watched it back, and I'm like, "That seemed pretty tight to me." But like the power of
That was
editing-
nice of them, though.
It was nice of him.
That was nice. No, it was nice that they didn't do that to her. I
Oh.
wouldn't want anybody humiliated like that.
But that was humiliating.
It is.
For her
It's
to go- I
terrible.
know. I felt terrible.
No, so if she, it's bad enough she lost, but to say, oh, and it was a landslide, that's mean. Like, you
Oh,
don't have to
yeah,
do
yeah,
that. That's what I mean.
He didn't say it on. It was.
I'm
on
glad.
camera.
Right? No, I know that.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
years later, but I'm
Yes.
just saying because I'm always like, I'm Mama Bear. I don't like that.
I like that you're Mama Bear, though.
I'm Mama
I like that you were like the oldest on the show and a Mama Bear. I feel like that's. Did you
yeah.
feel like you were like a motherly role on there?
Very much so.
Really?
Very protective. Yes.
Aw. Who's your favorite and least favorite on the show?
Well, Joe was my favorite.
Aw.
For so many reasons. Well,
Yes.
Joe taught me how to cook sauce.
I did.
Sunday sauce. He did.
and it's so good.
And it's so good.
It is
and
really
it's
good.
simple, but it's
yeah,
so good.
so good.
There is a clip of Jill baking banana bread
Yeah.
or banana chocolate.
Yeah, and they're
banana
telling me it's raw. It wasn't raw. It was a
And
banana.
I'm going, are you sure it's not raw? And I'm
And it
feeling the
wasn't.
bill. No,
It was a
it was
banana.
Just, it was just a banana.
He hit a banana so
Was
the
she
banana's soft.
Yeah.
Okay, because I am the queen of banana bread, so there's no way I would make it wrong, and yet they actually let people think that I didn't make it right.
Is
which
this part of the
terrible.
competition? Is banana bread?
No.
Oh, it was just this.
That
is
was the other
just-
thing. I cooked like breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the house every day. And
how much
somehow
did they
Jason got all the credit for cooking. He didn't cook for the first week and a half. because he
Jason
was-
did a lot. I mean, you're not giving him credit. He did do a lot.
I'm going
of
to tell you, the
cooking.
first week and a half he was sulking. and he did not cook because I was very aware of the fact that he refused to help me cook at all.
Who's Jason?
Because he was like on, you know what I mean? Like holding a grudge a little bit, and then he let it go.
Okay, Jason's a chef who's from cooking series.
A baking
chef.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't want to give anything away, but
I think
we'll
Food
talk
Network.
later.
I think Food Network.
Food Network.
I cooked a lot.
So, and there's, what is your favorite?
Chocolate chip cookies every single day.
That's baking.
Yes, I did that.
Oh, you did cooking and baking?
But yeah, I know. I made chicken soup. I made salmon. I made everything. Right?
You did make a lot of soup.
Made a lot of soup because soup feeds a lot of people easily.
I love
chicken
soup.
matzo ball soup.
Oh,
actually.
yum.
I made Passover.
Wow.
I did. I made Passover.
That's amazing.
That she did do.
That
was
myself.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was really
So
nice.
at how many
14 people.
Oh, wow. They were all
Plus
there.
the crew.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
I fed
Plus the
everyone.
crew.
I fed everyone.
Wow, that's nice.
It was nice.
So does everybody on the show have a competitive spirit, or was there some people that were like, I just don't have it in me?
I think once you get into the house and you start a show like that, I think it's almost impossible not to. Because you're like, once you're there, you're like, okay, now I'm here.
Yeah.
I picked up on it right after the first competition because we don't do shows like this, so we have no idea. And then when you get into the house, and then I want to say like after everyone's in the house, within 30 minutes, we're competing on the front lawn.
What kind of competitions are we talking here?
Silly, ridiculous competition.
Like not like, I think of traders where you're like jumping in the water and like.
Nothing like that.
Okay.
Think of everything that I would be terrible at in that.
Pretty much.
Do they make you do stand-up comedy?
Yes.
Shut up.
One person may have had to do that.
Okay. Oh, just one.
Well, I thought everyone I had the
was-
whole thing written. And then
So I don't know what we could say and what we can't say, but there may or may not have been a talent show.
Okay, so there was.
So some like, So
Or
there
talent,
was,
by the way, well, shall I say a talentless show? Talentless.
Yeah,
show.
okay. That was like when I went on Gary's season of The Bachelor. And
You want Gary
well, I mean, I was just hosting a date, helping host a date.
on the
Golden
Bachelor?
Bachelor.
Really?
Yes, and it was a talent show, and it was so funny.
Okay, we get it, Kaitlyn. We all know that I live for my basics and I've been living in Skims. I pride myself on being a t-shirt connoisseur, if you will. And I feel like everybody needs a few good t-shirts in their closet as just a wardrobe staple. Once you guys try these pieces, I promise you're not going to want to wear anything else. The quality is unmatched. My cotton jersey long sleeve tee is practically glued to me. Actually, I'm wearing it right now under my hoodie. And if I read off every place I've worn this t-shirt to in the past week, I'd be here all day. The way it snatches me at the waist, t-shirt gold. So of course I'm wearing it any chance I can get. I'll wash it at some point, don't worry. Shop Skims t-shirt shop at skims.com. Now available in sizes XXS to 4X. And if you haven't yet, be sure to let them know I sent you. After you place your order, you just select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. This episode of Off the Vine is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime, comedies, reality TV, news, or a good rom-com, good old rom-com, you call the shots on what's in your movie lineup. And guess what? Now you can call the shots on your auto insurance too. So enter the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. The Name Your Price tool puts you in charge of your auto insurance by working just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance. They'll show you a variety of coverages that fit within your budget, giving you options. And that's something that you're going to want to press play on. It's easy to start a quote and you'll be able to choose the best options for you and fast. It's just one of the many ways that you can save with Progressive Insurance. Quote today at progressive.com to try the Name Your Price tool for yourself and join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
We did press last week for the show.
Yeah.
And like a few of us did it together. And CJ, who's from F-Boy Island, and then I'm from Bachelor, and the person interviewing us clearly has no idea who we are. So
Clearly.
tease up CJ. So CJ, how do you feel about Gerry and Teresa's divorce?
Oh, no.
And I was
She's like, who?
I was like, this is for me, and it's Gerry.
Yeah. Oh, did they feel silly?
No, she actually just powered through.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it worked.
And she's a comedian, which I didn't know.
Who was it?
She's a comedian?
I know now.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Who?
One of the girls in the house.
One of the girls
from
on the
F-Boy
show.
Island. She was funny on the show, but she was real. She was like you.
Wait, CJ?
CJ, do you know her?
She was interviewing? Or
No,
she
was
no,
being
she was
interviewed.
on the show.
Oh, was she on the goat?
Yes.
Oh,
do you
I only know
CJ?
her because people would tag me sometimes and say that I look like her a couple of times.
You think so?
Oh, well, I know you both, so no, I don't.
No,
Yeah.
I
I
don't see
think
it.
so.
I don't see it.
I don't even remember what
You
she
have
looks
bright
like.
blue eyes.
Oh, she has dark eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, well, just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, but she's funny. CJ's
She's
funny.
hysterical.
Really?
But the thing is, kind of like Joe, watching the show is not living with Joe.
Yeah.
Because Joe, I don't even know if it was a game or strategy. I still don't think it was. I mean, he could take credit and say it's game and strategy. I think Joe is Joe. I just think he is who he is. But he's very funny one-on-one interviews.
Yes.
Like behind the scenes. Because I'm watching it now and he's got all these one-liners and funny things and it's just sitting here is funny.
So you don't think that I
don't think it was manipulative.
I was the slickest player in the house?
No, I think it was an accident, actually.
It was an accident. You were accidentally.
I'll talk to Serena later.
I've never in my life gotten credit for anything.
Zero credit.
Everything that I've done, I've just been.
Okay, well, you tell us.
100% luck.
It's 100%.
It's 100%.
That's why when I talk in interviews, I just go with
What do
it.
you
Like
think?
I'm just lucky.
Yeah, tell us
do you
what
think?
your truth
What
is.
do I think?
Yeah.
Truly, honestly think.
What is your truth?
I think I'm a lot slicker than people
Give you credit for.
give me credit for
All right.
or believe.
Okay.
Huh.
Because I was going back and forth in the house a little bit.
Well, if
You were doing. I knew, like, we were always on this kind of on a similar page.
Oh, most of the time.
Yeah.
but the competitive like strategy, like did it benefit you to be the nice funny guy, or was it like strictly based? Like, did it matter who you were as a person, or was it really about how good you were at something?
Okay, so I will say a big part of the show is the social game. So like, it's similar to like a Big Brother or Survivor because it is all about the numbers, or you get voted out.
Yeah.
So you have to have people want you there, like you, maybe not be worried about how competitive you are. So there's little things like that.
Yeah.
It depends on where you are in the game. I think in the beginning of the game, it's more social because you have to live with these people.
Yeah.
I mean, that is definitely an aspect of it. So if you're like a bitch or you're just not fun to be with or just boring and you have to pick people to go home and you have a choice of 5 people and one is like not participate, whatever, then that's an easy pick to pick out. As you keep going into a show, I think it gets harder because you're getting closer to the money. The money is $200,000.
And you're getting closer to
And you're starting to think, what happens if, because sometimes the competitions are physical.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're mental.
Yeah.
I mean, that's in all these games,
Right.
even Big Brother.
Yeah.
You don't know what at the end it's going to be. Is it going to be something that I would beat you, like a word game, or is it going to be physical? So you're always trying to figure out who do I want to be standing with at the end. And the truth is, you might be wanting to stand with me or not me, because maybe if it's a word game, you may not want to stand next to me. But if it's physical, you definitely want to stand next to me. You're going to kill me, right? But you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know, right?
Okay, so the games were funny and comedic.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what they were. But the social aspect of it, of like trying to stay alive and alliances and all that was really intense.
Okay.
It was actually like a lot of fun because that's when
Give me a high five. Come on.
right?
Come on.
Because
Give me a high five.
Because that's when you really had to turn it on, because it was like Jill said, if you're on the team with the GOAT and that team loses, you're potentially one of 3 people that are going to get voted out. You may not have you would have thought you were definitely safe, and then you're like,
because you're with the person who won, but the person with
What does the runner-up get? So the winner gets $200,000.
Nothing.
zero, zilch.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You get to say I made it to the end.
So, and is it something is it something crazy at the end where if like it's between 2 people? Like, what? Have you ever watched Traders?
Yes.
Yes.
At the end it's like this.
Oh, that's terrible. What
It's
happened
not like
to
that.
MJ?
It's like very clear. Yes.
Oh, that was horrible. I
Well,
didn't
we
like
can't-
that.
yeah,
By
we
the way,
can't-
Mama Jill did not like that at all. That was mean.
That was mean.
That was mean. I hate that.
I didn't like that either.
I would never
That
go
did
for
feel
that.
Mean. Okay, so it's not like that.
Well, we can't really say, but I will say
No,
it is.
it's not like that.
Okay.
I can say that. It is not like that. It is not like Traders. It is not mean. It is-
Okay.
the show is not meant to be mean. It's meant to be funny and engaging. And there are, mean moments and someone might do something mean, but the overall thing is you're supposed to laugh with us, laugh at us. That's what it's meant
Was
to
there anyone there that did not understand the assignment, that didn't have like a great personality, that had to go home
Sure.
soon? Because okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
You have a mix of people. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so. That makes sense.
People
Yeah.
get moody. Some
Well-
people are easier to live with than others.
Do you know? She almost went on it.
Yeah, I did almost go on it.
You would have loved it.
I kind of wish
Go
I
on
did
season
now.
2. Now that
Yeah.
you're going to watch
I was
season
like,
1.
I was like,
Go on season
Alon, I need to watch it first.
2. That's fair. But if you get on it, you'll call me.
So 14 people. Over how long did you film?
A month. Up to a month.
Okay.
People were there up to a month.
And so you're her favorite. Who is your favorite? Obviously, Jill.
Jill, of course.
Obviously.
Obviously, Jill.
And then was there anyone you guys didn't get along with who you could tell us, or is that like a stay tuned and find out?
I think stay tuned and find out.
Okay.
But for the most, it's just hard. What was
Because you might not like them. You might just not vibe or be aligned with them.
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah. There's always going to be people that you just don't vibe with.
Yeah.
Listen, it's like in Big Brother, the house thinks there's this whole thing. What I don't know the expressions like.
I do. I watch
going with the numbers, right? So going with the numbers.
Yeah.
So sometimes you think the house is going with the numbers, and then things surprise you.
Yeah.
And the house doesn't go, and then the one person that thought they were safe.
Yeah.
The whole house turned on you.
Yeah.
And you had no idea.
Oh.
And you had no idea. You thought, you know what I mean? People are very good liars.
Yeah.
Very good liars.
Especially if it's like a competition, like you'll do whatever.
I would like hide in my bed and cover my. If I was safe, I would like literally go in my room and hide.
Would you?
Because I didn't want to, be mean or say or not tell the truth. Because I always tell the truth. I do. I tell the truth, even if you don't want to hear it.
I like people like that. I feel like
not everybody appreciates it.
No.
You tell the truth. Not everyone appreciates it.
I feel like I'm trying to crack a code here. There's someone and I want to know who.
I'll tell you after.
What are you guys the most excited for viewers to see out of this whole experience?
Well, I filled the house up with crystal manifestation candles. I'm hoping that they make them on the
gosh,
show.
you're
How many did I
with
bring?
Me.
Jill had.
How many did I bring?
The house was branded Jill Zarin.
Jill Zarin home.
Every
I had
day,
rugs.
every day there were
candles coming.
Of her rugs.
Pickleball paddles.
No
everything.
way.
Oh yeah, she'd light all her candles, and then I would just see right before the scene would be shot.
Oh, yeah.
I just see a producer come, just take.
No, that was halfway through. I got him in, but I think they cut around to all of it, and I'm so mad because Amazon said it was okay.
Oh,
they
really?
didn't have to. Amazon, I got it approved. I sell them on Amazon, so why would they not?
Wait, you have crystal candles?
Crystal manifestation. I would have brought, except I came from not my house.
That is like right up my alley.
You'll give me your address. We will send you a ton.
I am obsessed with crystals in general. I have so many, then crystal candles. I'm like such a basic bitch for a candle, but a crystal candle.
I'm going to tell you that the people who do well on the show were very into my candles and crystals. I'm just saying it's the
I believe
truth.
that.
And you'll find out when the show is completely over. Yep.
Joe, are you
Absolutely
a big manifester? Spiritual?
Manifested.
Not really.
Sending him up there.
Not really.
But you might do it without knowing. I think he does it without knowing that's what he's doing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I will say
you manifest. You absolutely manifest.
Yeah.
I meditate.
Same thing.
There you go.
That's
It's the same thing.
I will say what I'm excited for people to see though is even you, like we're the shows we did are so different. So we're shown people are going to see a different side of us.
Yes.
So that's fun. And it's not like Kaitlyn, you know this, like when you're on a show like The Bachelor, people are judging you as a person.
right.
And that cannot always be the greatest, right? And it doesn't always feel good. And that's
Isn't that called a bad edit?
but no,
that what we're
but
talking
and it
about, the
causes
bad
a
edit?
lot of like anxiety.
Yeah.
But what I'm hoping for this show, and I kind of feel like this is going to happen because I've already listened to a few things.
Yeah.
They're really judging you on your gameplay.
Okay.
So you're not really being judged for who you are as a person,
nice.
which is so much nicer.
Yeah, I feel like that is. I mean, obviously, before you go on a show like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, you don't realize that you're going to be judged the way that you do.
Yeah.
So then coming out of it, you see how much people absolutely just hate you for like being yourself, and so I get jaded.
Did you have hate as a bachelorette?
Probably some of the most hate that any bachelorette has ever gotten.
Jealous?
No, I got slut shamed.
Slut shamed.
Yeah, I know.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
I had sex, and
Oh my
it was
God,
a big
you had
thing.
sex.
Yeah,
Such a
Slut.
big thing.
I was a
Such
huge slut. Yeah,
Huge slut. huge slut.
I'd like to put cameras in everyone's house who's slut shamed you.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, it was wild. But I feel like I get scared to go on other TV shows now because I'm so scared of like, okay, I'm like that 0.01% of people who got the good edit or they put me in the Bachelorette role. And I, of course, still got hated on. But I'm like, what could they do to me on this show? I don't know.
Well,
but this
you
sounds
have
like
to-
it's a nice.
Yeah, I've gotten killed on shows and I've gotten bad. I've been on TV a lot longer.
Yes.
And you just have to be like, ignore it all. And I'm not kidding. If you can't literally close it and not open it up, it's hard for you. Probably
Have you
can't
always
do
been
it.
able to ignore it?
No, it was really well. When I was on TV,
There was
I
no
couldn't-
social media.
No,
Oh.
it started when I got famous. It started, so there were no doors, there were no boundaries. So there were blogs. We were forced to write blogs, and they didn't do closed comments. So Bravo would allow all the hate and everything on there, and they would
Those
edit.
blogs are bad,
They didn't
like
let them
Reddit.
all in. They didn't let all in the comments. They edited them. So if they wanted to give someone on the show a bad edit, then they let all the
No
hate in.
way.
Absolutely. And I have proof, but that was years ago.
Oh,
Do I
that
have
is
proof?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
scary.
So
Yeah,
Bravo's
very
like a
You don't
mother.
mother. And you don't want to, I mean, this was the game and I signed up for it. So,
Yeah.
But also like Twitter, there was no blocking back then. You can block people. You know how on Instagram, not only can you block them, if their phone number is tied to any other account, they're all blocked.
I love that.
They didn't have that. There were no restrictions. So everything would come at you. You couldn't, no filter, that's the word. There was no filtering out the hate back then.
Yeah.
So that was really the worst. There was a website called IHateJillZarin.com.
No.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
And I will tell you.
JillZarin.com.
Oh, yes. And I will tell you that the girl who created it died of a massive heart attack on her birthday at 50. And I don't want to say karma, but let me tell you what this girl set up to do. What this girl set up to do to hurt me and my family and my daughter and my yes.
Did you know her personally?
No, she lived in Chicago. No, I had no idea who she was.
Are you sure? Sometimes it's the people that you. Oh no, because then you found out who she is.
I know exactly who she was. I know what happened to her. It was horrible.
That is.
I didn't wish it on her.
No,
but, it is what it is, and thank God, because otherwise that site would still be going.
That's so sad.
Yeah, well, guess who owns IHateJillZarin.com now? Me.
Jill Zarin. Jill Zarin.
Yes, you might want to buy those, by the way. I'm just saying.
Oh my.
No, but now it wouldn't matter. Now it wouldn't matter. That kind of blog. People don't read blogs anymore. Like that's gone, right? Isn't that gone? Like people don't read
pretty
blogs.
much.
Yeah,
I mean, there's still like the Reddit. The Reddit articles are pretty terrible.
See, I've never been on Reddit. I don't even know it. So thank God.
Yeah, never look people send me screenshots of what's being said. And I'm like, don't show me that.
Anybody, this is what I say, in my real life, if I wasn't on television, would I be on it? No. So then that's my judge. If I wouldn't be doing it or on it, I don't need to hear who's on it.
Yeah.
Because those are not my people.
That's so true. You never get hate, do you, Joe?
I'm sure, but I don't. Yeah, definitely. But
you get hate? Who could hate you?
I can't see it.
We get you. I get it for sure, especially because especially because the podcast.
We feel so much better.
What? Because of the Bachelor podcast?
Yeah.
Why? What do people get mad at you for?
Well, I think, and especially
marrying a bachelorette.
Well, and especially on the first one, that clickbait, which was like the other Bachelor podcast. Yeah. But I think just giving an opinion that people disagreed.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I also think there are bots out there. I do. I think there's a lot of nefarious things going on out there.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever I'm gearing up for my next trip, which feels like every weekend, deciding what to pack is always stressful. I don't care how many years I've done it, it gets stressful. It also doesn't help that I'm a last minute packer, like morning of, so trying to find clean matching outfits can be a disaster. But then I discovered Quince and ordered some vacation essentials, and it's been my go-to for upcoming trips. They have European linen dresses, shorts for $30, and even premium luggage options to put all of our outfits in. And the best part, all Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. And they do that by partnering directly with top factories. So Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes those savings on to us. Thank you, perfection. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. Okay, so I just purchased the knitted cover-up from Quince. So since I'm headed to the beach soon, and I love how they have options for different colors, but also the option of having it long or short, I loved. So I can't wait to throw that on over a little bathing suit. Pack your bags with high quality essentials with Quince. Go to quince.com/vine for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/vine to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/vine. Okay, Heineken 0.0 is an alcohol-free option to the original Heineken that you love. It has 100% taste but 0.0% alcohol. That means it's perfect for all the times where you would like a beer but cannot have the alcohol. So let's say you're maybe at a work lunch, long afternoon of presentations lined up. Normally you'd skip the beer, right? But with Heineken 0.0, you can enjoy that crisp, refreshing taste without the worry. Or maybe you're just giving up alcohol for dry July, but I don't know, still want to enjoy a drink with friends. Heineken 0.0 has got you covered. Personally, I do love having a Heineken 0.0 with lunch. I don't know why, it's just like the perfect way to just chill, unwind without undoing all that hard work out earlier in the morning. And let's be honest, it's a lifesaver for those Friday night birthday parties when you've got an early morning plan the next day. That is so me. And then I always have early flights and then I'm so happy in the morning. Heineken 0.0, 100% taste, 0.0% alcohol, and only 69 calories. So now you can. Follow the link in the show notes to buy now. Must be 21 years or older to purchase. Please enjoy Heineken responsibly. Hey, I've been dreaming about doing an international trip soon. Like, how cool would it be to watch foreign movies without subtitles or understand the lyrics to international pop songs? These are things I think about, you guys. Now, I remember trying to learn a new language back in school with textbooks and all those boring drills. How did I not remember French? I don't know. It was tough and honestly not very effective. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Rosetta Stone, because it's the most trusted language learning program available on desktop or as an app. Now, it truly immerses you in the language that you want to learn. Rosetta Rosetta Stone has been the go-to expert for 30 years with millions of users and 25 languages offered, including Spanish, Italian, German, so much more. And one feature that I love is the true accent speech recognition. You guys, it's having a personal trainer for your accent, giving you instant feedback to perfect your pronunciation. And the best part, Rosetta Stone offers a lifetime membership with access to all 25 languages. That's right, lifetime access for any and all of your language needs. And for a limited time, you can get it for 50% off. Incredible steal of a deal. So don't put off learning that language. There's no better time than right now to get started. For a very limited time, Off the Vine listeners, you can get Rosetta Stone's lifetime membership for 50% off. Visit rosettastone.com/vine. That's 50% off unlimited access to 25 language courses for the rest of your life. Redeem your 50% off at rosettastone.com/vine today.
Okay, we played this game last time. I'm going to play a game with you guys today. Do you remember this, Joe? We played it last time you were on. And it only feels fitting again because it's called the GOAT category.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
I love it.
I came up with it as all the categories from last time. So you only have 5 seconds to choose what you think holds the greatest of all time from this category. Okay?
Okay.
You'll figure it out.
I think
Pizza toppings.
Okay.
Which pizza topping is the ultimate GOAT?
Pepperoni.
Cheese.
I'm with you. Cheese. TV sitcom. What? Do you want to defend yourself?
I mean, cheese.
Well, I don't eat a topping.
But I just feel like cheese is on it. Like
It's a given?
Yeah, it's a given.
No, but I
part of
don't
the
like
pizza.
toppings.
Yeah.
Then no toppings.
Because then obviously
plain.
it's cheese.
Then
Yeah.
plain.
Extra cheese.
Extra
Okay.
cheese.
Extra cheese. Okay. fine.
Parmesan cheese. Basil. How about
Basil,
basil? Okay,
yes.
we're putting basil on.
Basil over pepperoni?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like
That's-
pepperoni.
that's
She and
insanity.
I like, right.
Basil is my favorite topping on pizza.
Here we
Wow.
go.
With mozzarella.
See? You and I so
And the red pepper chili flakes.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. Okay, what TV show is the greatest of all time?
There's so many.
Seinfeld.
What did you say?
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island?
Oh.
That's how old I am. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Gilligan's
I didn't watch it, but I know what you're talking
Brady
about.
Bunch, that era.
Oh, I love
I've,
that.
wa-
Mary
I've,
Tyler
I've
Moore.
watched Gilligan's Island.
You have?
The Carol Burnett show, like all those,
When
that era.
When I,
That
when I
was
was
when life was so innocent.
Yeah.
And there was no haters and there was no cell phones and there was slow mail, so we didn't have to answer everything.
Yeah, but I
so
bet Hollywood
fast.
was still dark.
when I was a 9-year-old, I used to watch Nick at Night.
Oh, yes, yes.
that-
Right?
I loved
And
Nick
like,
at Night.
what was the?
Did you watch Barney growing up?
Are you afraid of
No.
the dark?
No, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yes, but what was the other older show? I Dream of Jeannie. Was that
Oh,
a show?
yes.
Yes, I loved I Dream
I
of
Dream of Genie. Yeah.
That
No,
a
I
good
was
show.
saying Hollywood is
The
still probably-
Honeymooners.
Don't you like hear the dark side of Hollywood? Like that there's like there's conspiracy theories about Hollywood.
Like what?
Well, of course, yeah.
No, but like, I'm curious. What do you mean?
Like the P. Diddy stuff that's all coming out.
Oh, well, the casting couch. That's so cliche.
But I'm wondering if that
True.
was still a thing back in the innocent days of TV.
Oh, I would
well,
say it
a
was probably
misogyny.
more.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Misogyny.
Okay.
Watch the shows about how they treated women.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Totally.
Okay.
Sexist beyond.
Oh.
But still innocent in a way, like just life.
Life.
Right. Like I remember when we didn't have email. Like I have to answer people like all day long. They're like,
know.
they're between the texting and the emails. I don't even look at my phone till 4:00 anymore. Like leave me alone. You have to wait a day.
That's-
you have to wait.
Okay, but that
People have to
stresses me
slow
out.
down and wait.
But then if they have to wait, then you're behind and then you have to catch
Well,
up.
then they're
and
going to be behind because everyone's got to slow down.
I know.
It's too fast.
How do you slow down though?
You slow them down. You just don't answer so fast. Slow it down.
I go. And let me tell you, my life is in shambles right now. I just went to the bathroom
That's
and my
my point.
underwear, the part that's supposed to be in the crotch was on the side. I'm missing a nail. I lost my wallet 2 days ago.
You're a mess.
I'm
a mess.
and it's because I
You're
try and keep
going
up with
too
everybody
fast.
else.
Exactly. Listen to me. Slow down.
Okay. You know what?
They'll
Let's
wait.
stop the podcast. I gotta slow down.
Yeah.
Slow
slow-
Just slow the down.
I'm
'Cause
chill.
You know what? It
I
gives
couldn't
you,
be any slower.
You know
right
what?
now.
It's true. Anxiety is killing society.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rhyme. Anxiety is killing society.
I'll
It
get
is.
that-
Everyone's
that on
taking
a
a pill
t-shirt.
for it.
Yeah.
Everyone's taking pills for it because everything's the screens, everything's in front of us.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't be anxious except for Joe? How do you not be
Yeah.
anxious?
How do you stay so chill?
I'm an anxious person.
You
Well,
are.
How often do you look at your phone? Are you on it all day?
No, I'm not too
See?
bad with my phone.
He slows down.
I'm not
That's
too
true.
bad with
I'm
my
always
phone.
on my phone.
Too
I
many
try.
things.
It depends what I'm doing and who I'm with. If
Maybe you need a filter in there. Maybe someone you need like an assistant going through your stuff before you
I do have that.
to filter it. To get it off of your phone. Like you don't need to answer everything.
Oh, yeah, I do have that, and I still
They're
feel
still
behind.
giving you too much.
Yeah,
It's too much.
but I feel, and I've been doing this for about 9 years now, where I go, well, it'll slow down next month, and then it doesn't, And now I'm just an anxious
Maybe
mess
you need a
taking
turn-off
pills.
month. Maybe you need a turn-off month.
A month? I did a week, and I was so behind on everything, and it gave me more anxiety.
Well, behind for who? Behind for them or for you?
Always for them.
Right. Them.
No,
Them.
Wow.
I feel like I'm in a weird
Slow
therapy
down.
session right now.
We're in therapy. We're in therapy. Excuse me, Joe.
Yes. No, it's
This
like
is good, right?
the couch and everything is
I want you to
really
think about
giving
that.
therapy, and
Think
I
about
like
that.
it.
I want you to slow down a little bit.
Okay. And then my anxiety levels are going to go down, and I'm going to call you and go, thank you.
And your life is going to get better. And love is going to be in your
You don't get any
life.
credit for this.
And your love is going to be in your life because you'll have time.
Aw.
Your brain is working so fast to respond to everybody. Who has time for anything?
How long have you and Gary been together?
5 years.
Oh, sweet.
That's I was married and I got divorced. I have a daughter.
Yes.
And then I married Bobby, Zarin, who was like the love of my life. He died of cancer.
I'm so sorry.
I know, 6 years ago. And then
Oh
I
my
met
God.
Gary like 3 days later.
3 days
No,
later?
just kidding.
Oh,
I knew Gary from before. I mean, I knew him.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
knew
yeah.
Gary.
And-
And then we started dating after Bobby died.
and do you have a foundation or something that you do?
I do.
Yeah,
In
what
the
is
summer,
it?
it's going to be July 20th. Joe came last year.
I did.
You did. It was a charity event in honor of Bobby. It's for thyroid cancer.
That's
It's really
amazing
nice.
that you
Really,
do that.
really nice of
A
it.
lot of gifting, right? The biggest gifting suite you ever saw. Like
Really
ridiculous.
nice.
You got to.
I didn't get a box.
You didn't get a bag of stuff.
Mm-mm.
You stayed too long. You see, they take them right and they run.
It's unbelievable.
This year, you got to put it in the car before you. When you get there, you take it and put it in the car.
I was really upset about that.
I don't blame you because it's like thousands of dollars worth of free shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like crazy.
And then what is it called?
Jill Zarin's luxury luncheon.
Cool. Good for you for doing that.
I do.
That's
do it every
nice.
year. I've been doing it 11 years.
Wow.
I know.
You
It
can get
started
tickets
before.
at IHateJillZarin.com.
You can get tickets at IHateJillZarin.com.
Please tell me that's true. That would be. Please
would
tell
be
me you're
fun.
benefiting off that website.
No,
Oh.
it's shut down. I own it and it's not alive.
Oh.
But no kidding aside, that was so painful for me.
I bet.
Could you imagine waking up and seeing that? It was horrible.
What did they
So
give?
I went through it. That's what I'm saying. So I've been through it, and the way I've learned to cope with it is I just don't look at it.
Yeah.
Don't look at it. Don't Google yourself so you don't get all that influx of stuff. Have
Yeah.
someone else filter it for you.
Yeah.
Let them send you the good stuff. Don't send me the bad. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want
Yeah.
to know someone hates me. I don't want to know. Because unless it's someone I care about. Like if Joe hated me, that would bother me.
Right.
But if a stranger hates me, they don't even know me.
That's true. What was your like edit on the show? Were you like a spicy, the Jewish mom, or were
Jewish
you?
mom.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Oh, good.
I feel
okay.
like I got a good edit.
Oh, I love that.
I think everybody got a real edit. Do you feel like anybody was misrepresented?
I think she's talking about the house.
Oh yeah, Housewives.
Oh, terrible last season.
Oh.
Like, terrible. No, first 2 years was great. Third year was horrific. Fourth year was good. And then I was off the show. And then I did Ultimate Girls Trip a couple years ago. And I would say that was a decent edit.
Oh, that's Ultimate Girls Trip. So how did you were you nervous to go do that again because of
Very much
Yeah.
PTSD. But
Yeah.
they paid very well
amazing?
for a week.
Yeah.
So it was worth it. The money made it worth it.
Do you think they'll ever do like a Bachelor, Bachelorette spin-off
Reunion?
reunion
They should.
No,
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
Because they would have done it already.
That's true.
I don't
They
know
really
why.
just stick to their same formula.
Yeah, I don't understand. I never understood why they didn't do somewhat of a competition show.
They did a little
between
bit. It was a few
Winter
years-
Games.
Oh no, not Winter Games. Bachelor Pad.
Oh, that and Bachelor Pad turned
and it
into
did
Bachelor.
so well.
But that's what morphed into Bachelor in Paradise,
yes,
correct?
Yes.
So
Where you found the love of your life.
yeah,
Oh,
See, look how great that was.
I know. When you go away and film for that, does that annoy her? Or is she like, yeah, go? I feel like that'd be hard.
I don't know if annoys the right word. I think
Well, it
she was.
annoy me because I would.
She
That's
missed
how
you.
yeah.
She missed you.
It's
she missed
hard.
me,
She
yeah.
missed you.
See, this is a me problem. I would be annoyed, but really I just wouldn't know how to express my feelings. It would just be me. I'd be sad and because I missed them and I would be passive about it and be like, I'm annoyed, but really I'd be sad. Okay.
But we do have.
But you see, you know that.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Yes. I'm very self-aware.
No, but that's really, a lot of people are not.
Yeah.
At night we had access to our phones, so we could
that's
call. We
nice.
could call and say goodnight. and
So
stuff.
can I just say
Oh.
something about? So somebody said about me, describing me on, said that I was like the most difficult, with the producers or whatever. And I said, first of all, I don't think that's true. But second of all, well, you got your cell phone at night, didn't you? And you got a massage and manicures on the weekends if you were there, didn't you? And you got good food when the food wasn't good, didn't you? Right? So I'm like, okay, so sometimes somebody's got to speak up, and it's not always received great.
I would request spray tans.
I think we did. But we didn't get spray tan. I don't think they had someone.
Yeah, I don't think.
Tanning wasn't the top of the list for what was going on.
I was like,
I got to tell you, I'm
spray
lucky,
tan.
there was a lot going on there. Tanning wasn't one of them. But, that was part of the show is, we were treated very well.
Yeah, no, they were great. Oh, yeah.
They were amazing.
Great.
But you had to ask.
Yeah, it was great.
It's you know what I mean? Like if you didn't ask for if I didn't like screaming else sometimes for the phone, and it's not because anybody was trying to hurt us. They're busy doing other stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not the top of their list that I get my phone on my computer, but it's the top of Joe's list to call his wife.
Right.
So,
that's true. I always, that's something that I regret about my time on TV is I wish I treated the behind the scenes a bit better. Like I wish I thought about how it's not just all about me and that I'm tired and fight. Like these people are also
I gave everybody
Jill
and Allie crystal manifestation candles at the end. I swear. I had Allie send more, right? And I gave them to everybody.
That's nice. And you cooked for them. What did you do for them, Joe?
Yeah, what did you do, Joe?
Well,
you get them Sunday sauce.
I'm very easy to deal with.
Yeah, that's true.
When I do a show, like I really don't ask for anything.
Oh, what would be like
easy.
If you had, how there's what is it called, a rider? Is that what it's called when you ask for things? Like what would be in your top 5 things or 3 even?
Water.
The basic necessities.
Yeah, like
garlic,
air,
water,
garlic, tomatoes.
Like I like sparkling water.
Not flavored? No flavor?
No flavor. And
tequila? Any kind of booze in the
cold
house?
brew.
Okay, so you did have a brew.
Okay.
Yeah, cold brew. I did like
a bed long enough to fit you. You need
but I mean that's that.
Did they fit?
We're gonna have that. Oh, we did have twin size.
Yeah, so you had a long bed.
But it was actually still comfortable. By the time we went to bed, I was so tired.
Yeah.
I mean, mine would be spray tan, Xanax, and a cell phone. See, that's bad.
Spray tan, Xanax, and a cell phone.
My rider, you're going to die. Diet Coke.
That's your line.
Which everyone knows. Chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
I'm so predictable. That's it.
Diet Coke and chocolate chip cookies.
That's it.
There is no one I know that drinks more Diet Coke than Jill Zarin.
I leave them everywhere. To be fair, they all end up like this.
She pulls it up.
No, but they all end up like this.
But what do you think the bottle count is, or just count of
probably like
that you
10.
open a day?
Probably 10 a day I open, but I don't drink them all to the bone. Yeah, because I leave them places. It's terrible.
But have you ever checked into like your blood levels and like?
Definitely not. But I have I should ken to her. I have very good genes in my family, so I'm really pushing them to the bounds. I mean, my dad is 95. My mother's 89. My grandmother lived to 106.
You're kidding.
Other one to 99. No, so I really am pushing the limits. I am.
And what was their guilty pleasures? Did they eat and drink and
healthy life? Not even healthy life. I mean, chicken matzo ball soup. I'm not kidding. Like chicken matzo ball soup.
I bet I know the answer because I had someone that did a study on the podcast and they said that women live longer if they have community. Did your family have like a lot of help and community and
well, amongst us, not help.
Yeah,
like outside help.
No, I mean
even now,
like your own village.
You know why I moved to Boca?
Why?
Because I'm with my parents. I live in the same community as them. I'm 3 minutes from them, so I take care of them. I take my mother to lunch every day because she had a stroke last year, but she's okay, and she had pneumonia in December, so she's weak. Her legs. Yeah. She refuses to have a walker or anything. Oh. So I go to the house. I get her in the car. I bring her to lunch every day when I'm there. So nice. I take care of my parents. To me, that's the community. That's why they'll live forever.
Yeah,
because I'm there.
Yes, because you're part of the
guilt
village.
When I leave. Every time I leave, I'm going to New York, and my mother's memory's starting to go a little bit. How many times did I tell her I'm coming here? And then she's like, can we have lunch tomorrow? I'm like, Mom, I'm going to New York tomorrow. When are you coming back? So I feel so guilty. So I get back there as fast as I can.
Yeah. That's nice that you have your family
It's important.
That. Yeah. Do you ever see your family, Joe?
No.
Oh.
No, I see of course I see
They're
my family. And I talk to them.
Where are they?
Do you miss Chicago?
Chicago, right?
Chicago.
Do they come visit?
They don't really ever come visit, but I go there a lot.
Okay.
I still
They're
go
young. I mean, you've got many years ahead of you. My parents are old,
Yeah. My brain just goes all over the place. But what did you think about Gerry and Teresa's divorce?
What did you think about it?
Well, because I'm like, you've been asked this on other shows, and now I want to know your thought.
My thoughts?
Yeah.
I think for people in their later years in life to have to leave their community and pick up and move to a completely different state, I think is a stretch. I think that's actually very
So why'd she say yes?
I mean, sure.
Right?
I'm not.
Right.
I didn't watch the show.
Yeah,
why did she say yes?
No, I'm with
in the heat of the moment.
Yes.
I'm with you there. But I do think if it was casted in just one area, like if they just cast it, I think Serena's mom said this,
something.
like if they just cast it in like Florida or like
Right.
one area, maybe that would, but who knows? I mean, it's only the first
That's a
one,
good point.
but it is kind of, I mean, it was pretty quick. I mean, they got married and got divorced.
I mean, I think to be at that age and you get so excited, I think they were probably so caught up in the moment of like finding love again and being like, oh, we can make this work. And then you logistically get out and realize like, I've built my whole life here with my family, my grandkids, my kids, like all these things. So to decide where to go, I bet that was.
Is that what it was? I don't know anything about them. They both had big infrastructures.
Yes, and they couldn't figure out how to live in the same city.
What'd you think about like their, I guess, like chemistry? Did you see it? Like,
I didn't.
Yeah, I don't really know if I really ever like saw
boring.
that either.
I saw the beginning. I thought it was boring.
I
Did no one think he was boring?
No, I think they all thought he was very sweet, and I think he.
Doesn't sweet mean boring?
Yeah, usually actually.
I'm sweet. I'm not boring. Don't say I'm boring, Jill, because I'm not.
You're not boring. You're not boring when you get to know you. But a superficial, on the superficial, because you're quiet, people might take that as boring.
Hey, that's
but you
very
are
valid.
not boring
fair.
at all.
Yeah,
because
that's
when
fair.
people watch you on the show, your interviews, it's going to be a whole new Joe, people. I'm just telling you. I don't know what you know from The Bachelor, if you're like this on The Bachelor, but
You were on one episode.
Yeah. Well, Bachelor in
well,
Oh, right.
Bachelor in Paradise. But you are hysterically funny in those interviews.
Well, I have an on and off button. You know,
Samesies.
It's just like they're and I kind of like like I need to turn it off. Like God bless like people that could just go 100% all the time, but I'm like socially I'm drained right now, so I need to chill out.
You're a guy. That's a good thing, by the way, because
great thing.
women are hyper, generally, more hyper and, nesters and hunters. We're nesters. We're always gathering and fixing and not gathering. We're always, cooking, cleaning in our mental,
Yes.
taking care of business, all the details. We take care of the minutia. And the guys are hunters. That's more slow and steady business.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take care of the family, do the hunting, slow and steady. And we're the ones who are like running around in circles, and that's a good match.
But don't you think that was like more back in the caveman days and
It
now
hasn't changed a bit.
Really? So you think our wiring we're all still the same?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I do.
Huh.
I once took this class on selling. You can step out of your box, like there's A, B, C, D personalities.
Yeah.
It's a whole study, And if you're an A personality, you can step into a C for a little while and try to sell to a C personality, but you're an A. You're always going to go back to A. It's the same thing. We are who we are.
That's true.
You know,
You can step out of who you are. You can change for a little while, but you are who you are.
Like
You
your
can change
DNA
for a little-
makeup.
Well, just your personality. Everything
Okay.
about you is the way you are. You can try to change and adapt to someone else to try to be friends with them because they're not like you, so you have to change. But it doesn't work. Doesn't work.
You're one of my favorite
You are who you
people.
are.
You
Oh,
both.
I love
I
you.
get why you guys get along. This makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. And it's
Because I'm with a guy like Joe. I'm with a guy who's laid back, Gary, hysterically funny.
Yeah.
But not quiet funny.
Is he in the world at all of TV or no?
No.
Okay.
But he will be.
He's
He
in the
will
world
be.
of he like runs
He's pickleball king. He's the king
Yeah.
of pickleball.
Oh,
Professional
I
pickleball.
love-
Not he doesn't play. He manages all the testing and all the behind
really?
the scenes
Yeah.
of Major League Pickleball.
He's like the
EPA.
pickleball guy.
He's the guy.
Oh my God,
He's the guy.
amazing.
And I sell pickleball paddles, Jill and Allie. Gorgeous. Do you play pickle?
I love pickle.
Oh, you're going to be
They
getting
are
all
actually-
these pickles.
Like her pickleball
Paddles?
are.
They're insane.
I'm not just plugging her brand. They're really nice.
I'll pay you
They're
later.
awesome.
No, they are. They're great.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
gonna
amazing.
send them to you.
I'm gonna and I'll buy some for a gift for my mom too because she would love that.
Well, we'll send you plenty. Don't worry about it. But you'll love them.
Wait,
I
what
like the
else do
one.
you
My
have?
favorite one is it's like the
Rugs. I'm the rug queen.
It's like the design is like the Beverly Hills Hotel.
I have the
kind
Beverly
of
Hills
design.
Hotel
Cool.
theme. Like it says pickleball club.
So you pickleball paddles,
Crystal manifestation candles. That's under Jill
rugs.
and Allie. And then Jill Zarin home is rugs, some furniture, tabletop. Like it.
I just moved into a new house, so I'm gonna go shop.
You got to see. You got to see. You'll love it. Pink and white. Very much like the Beverly Hills Hotel. That collection.
I love
and then I have
that.
blue, and then I have blue and white also. I'll show
Okay,
you.
that's can't wait to
do.
look. Okay, plug the show. When does it come out? When can we watch it and tune in?
The Goat. You could actually watch the first episode. They dropped a sneak peek. It is on
Really?
Amazon Prime's YouTube.
Oh, sweet.
They're
just
dropping-
regular YouTube.
Okay.
but it's Amazon Prime.
Oh, right. The channel is right.
And then the show will be dropping on Prime
Thursday.
May 9th. this Thursday. Don't know when this episode's coming out, but May 9th, the first 3 episodes will be available on Prime. Check it out. You won't want to miss it.
And then once a week until it's over, 10 episodes.
That's smart to do 3 episodes because then you get really into it because you want to binge.
Is it once a week then?
And then it's once a week, every Thursday night. Or every Thursday.
At what time?
Like midnight. They actually drop it, I think, a little bit.
No, they're not going to drop the episode at midnight.
No, they do.
Midnight on Wednesday, so then it's out Thursday.
And I'll tell you why. This is streaming. So you've got the UK, California, New York. So they actually started in the UK. So midnight UK time.
Yeah.
And then it goes across the world.
Amazing.
Wow. I forget how little I know with someone like Jill.
You've been in the game a long time.
It's hard to be me.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. Joe knows.
Well, it was so nice getting to know you.
So nice to meet you.
Joe, you're always one of my favorites, so it was good to see you, and thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to do this for Joe.
And you look so cool in your street style right now.
Thanks. I was running around.
Yeah,
so I still got the headphones.
Yeah,
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, cool guy.
And again, he makes the best spaghetti sauce.
It really is the best spaghetti
sauce. It really is the best.
Sundays with Joe.
I'm not kidding you. When I always thought, like, how good can like spaghetti sauce be? And then I had Joe's. I was like, wait, this is fire. It's so good.
When he made it at the house, I mean, it's also, you have to have patience. Like that was his whole thing, right? The garlic, you have to let that
some of the sauces I cooked in the house, I've evolved a little bit.
Can you share?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
like what's like the secret ingredient?
Wine.
Depends, but you have to make sure you burn off the wine or it has like too much of it. But yes, red wine.
Yeah.
Garlic.
But it depends what I'm making. If I'm just making just a red sauce, garlic, but not too much garlic. I think I was using in that house. I was using too much, and it's quality too. You need you need good garlic, and you want San Marzano tomatoes.
Oh.
Did you do paste?
I like tomato paste, and I also use a little bit of
vanilla extract.
No, the tomato paste, but I use a little bit of not chili pepper flakes, but there's like this Calabrian chili paste. I put a little bit of that in there now.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do you put sugar in?
Sugar, no. But in the house, I would sometimes do it because
put a little sugar
we didn't have red wine,
right?
And I wanted a little sugar.
Was there no drinking on the show?
Huh?
Was there no drinking on the show?
No, there was drinking.
There was drinking.
There was lots of drinking.
Yeah.
Why didn't you have red wine in the house then?
We might have.
We actually, we never had red wine. I used the that grape.
The kosher wine. Did I get kosher wine?
Yeah.
I think I got kosher, that cheap kosher wine, which is so good because it's all sugar. It's so good.
But
is it non-alcoholic?
No, it has alcohol in it.
Oh, I thought you didn't drink at all.
No. By the way, I can drink. I'm not like an alcoholic. I don't drink because I don't love it.
Okay, got
it. But, I love pina coladas or like mudslides.
Yeah.
Anything that doesn't taste like alcohol.
Okay.
The show was actually, it was amazing. You had a great time, but it was very stressful. And I did drink on the show.
You?
Huh.
Oh, yeah. I would always have like after once the day would wrap. After the challenge, I would make it. I would have a tequila.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Now, most people drank normally.
Yeah, I would say most of the house was.
So what you're saying is, if I'm asked again, my chance might be gone now because I said no once.
No,
I should go. I should do it.
You should go.
100%.
I should go.
Because they're not going to. They're not. One thing about Amazon is their game is not to like get you.
Yeah.
This is not gotcha TV.
Yeah.
Housewives is a little bit, and a lot of shows are a little bit of gotcha TV.
Yeah.
Editing and trying to make things happen that necessarily aren't happening. This show is meant to make you look in your best light, to have fun.
It's funny. It's
to make people want to watch the next
episode. And that's what I would want to be a part of is funny. I always think about like, that would be fun to go on Traders, but I'm like, so serious.
Oh, I'm not doing, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
As much as like my ego would want to do it, because I know it's a hot show right now, I could never handle that. First of all, it's just so mean. Like there's a lot of meanness going on. I couldn't handle it. And then at the end, if I get to the end and they do to me what they did to her, forget it. I'll have PTSD for 20 years.
But there is a serious aspect to the show. It is.
What is the serious aspect? The money.
Everyone wants to win.
Oh, yes.
Like that is.
But that's
like,
okay. There's nothing wrong
and
with
that's
that.
okay. But that is a thing.
Yes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a thing, but everyone recognizes that their team won't.
Yeah.
So,
I'm so curious
don't feel terrible. It's not like 1 out of 2.
Is there spoilers out there?
No.
I haven't looked.
What does a spoiler mean?
But I don't,
What does a spoiler mean?
Like, has it been like leaked who won?
No,
I don't think so.
Not. No way.
I don't think so.
Thank you guys both for coming in, and I'm excited to watch.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
I love you back. You are just right up my alley, and I can't wait to try your candles. Thank you guys again. And
thank you for having us.
Yeah, anytime.
And tune in and watch it. You're going to love it.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I am very excited.
I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. I'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next